Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, these are paper dolls that I'm working with. So this is this one particular paper doll, and I will zoom in on her, so bear with me. Sorry about the noise. That's the camera lens. So this is the particular doll that I'm going to be working with. Now this doll, I bought her off of Etsy. Okay, you can just go to the Etsy website and you just type in paper dolls, and there are so many people who make and sell these paper dolls. Now the thing is, you can make your own paper dolls if you choose to. I feel like my drawing is not too well, and I don't really like it that much. I mean, it's kind of cute what I do, but I really don't like, because I cannot make arms and legs and hands and feet. I even draw a face kind of lopsided, so I have to practice. So this one is printed out. I'll stand her up, and this is what she looks like. Oh, seems like as I come closer, she was getting too pale. Okay, this is what the paper doll looks like. Bring her closer. This is her face. And she's so cute. Let me see if I can bring the light. There she goes. And this is what she looked like. So she has on an outfit that I already cut out and put it onto her, right? So this is her. So let's just take a look at, let's take a look at some of her outfits, right, that came with her. The doll was $4.50, and these are her outfits, right? So I had to, when I bought it, you have to download it and print it out. So you do need a printer and printing paper, because how are you going to get your paper dolls and your paper doll clothes? So this is some of the outfits. I'll zoom in so you can see. And as you can see, this right here just looks like a nightgown shirt. So that's cute. Trying to zoom in so you can see the tops closer. That's really cute, if it'll focus. That's one shirt. Here's another one. There's another shirt. Okay, let me pull it down so you can see the other tops. There's another shirt right there. Another little tank top. Let's zoom out. Here's a cute little skirt right there. I love that. Another little skirt, like a little mini skirt. Oh, let me fix this. Stuff is falling. Okay, and then she has a nice little pencil skirt, that purple one. Then she have these cute little jeans right here. There's some cute little shorts. There's another little skirt. Then on the side here, there's her sneakers, the pink ones. Then a pair of blue sneakers. Then over here she has a cute little pink jacket. Then up here she has a backpack. I know I need to cut that little middle white piece out, but I didn't do it. I'll probably just leave it. And this is like a little jewelry box. So all of those pieces, guys, came with this paper doll right here. Okay, and it was $4.50. And like I said, if you don't want to buy paper dolls, you can make them yourself. But some people may feel like they can't make good paper dolls, so they're like, I'm going to buy them. So now I'm going to show you the paper dolls that I did make. Okay guys, so now I'm back, and this is a paper doll that I made. Okay, so I drew her and I colored her in with the, sorry about that. I drew her and I colored her in with a color marker. Sorry about that. Okay, and this is what she looks like. Let me see if I can turn the light to her if you can see more. These lights that I have, I just hate them. So yeah, this is what she looks like. Let me see if maybe if I can move my hand out the way you can see a little better. All right, this is her body. And I don't really like the way I made mine. It's okay. but hopefully I get better. Sorry, the light is not good. Some of my lights blew out, so this is what I'm working with. So yeah, this is the paper doll I made, and then here are her paper doll clothes that I made. You can see them, right? Actually, this is not for her. That's for the other doll. These are her pieces that I made. A little dress right here, another little dress, some pants, like a little sweater. I don't like the way I draw, and like a bodysuit, right? Like a little cat suit. So what I'll do is I'll color those in, and I figure it would be cool if I colored these things in while I'm on camera so you can see. So let's just set that up. Okay guys, so I am about to color in these paper doll clothes while I am on film. So this little dress right here, I like to use maybe a blue, right, for the bottom of the dress. I'm gonna color it in, and this is the markers that I am using. Oh, this is the name of them. You can see it if this would focus. I just think it's too dim and dark in here. And it has the fine tip and it has the broad tip. So let's color it in. Oh, and this color is what it says. Royal blue is the color. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so let's color it in. And I'm gonna use my fine tip to color the bottom of her skirt. Right, and then maybe I could shade that in a lighter color on the bottom. Well, no, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll shade it in. I'll just shade it in. Now, sometimes these markers, they bleed, right? I kind of like that they bleed when you're pressing on it because it'll cover the areas. But when you press it too hard, when it bleeds, that area may become too dark, and it's much darker than the rest of the coloring on your doll clothes. So it's like you gotta just play up with markers. So I like that, and being that this is like pleats, right? Even if I color out of the lines, it's okay because I'm gonna cut it out. So it's okay. And I might just take like a black pen, right? Not a black marker, like a black pen, and go over it. If I can find my black pen, let's see where it's at. I thought I had it in here, and I don't see it. So I might have to take the black marker. I had a black pen. I don't understand what happened to it. That is so weird. I had it. So we're just gonna use a black marker, I guess. Let me grab one of these. I also have these markers right here. So let's see if I can grab one of these. Here's a black marker. I found one. And I'm going to just try to draw some lines in. So as you can see, I need to practice more with this because trying to do it while you're filming, you end up messing up. Right, so that is what I wanted, but it's one side didn't come out the way I want. Let's color the top. So let's see what color top we want to make on this dress. How about a nice pink? I don't know which color pink, just pink. This one is a pale pink. I don't want pale pink. I'll just go with this what is that? Pastel violet. We'll try that. And let's just color it in and let's see how that looks. So as you can see, if you can see it, I don't know, because I'm filming, right? And as I'm filming, I'm coloring this in. But sometimes on film it's hard to do things, but a lot of times, you know, you want to film and show your audience what you're doing so they can see. But when you do it offline, when you're not filming, you always, to me, I do a better job because I can't focus, because I can't really see it the way I want to because of the camera. I'm trying my best not to knock my camera off my table while I'm coloring this. But other than that, it's just all in fun. And I always used to love making paper dolls and paper dolls clothes. Now when these things bleed, I like that it bleeds and, you know, it just goes more onto the paper. The only thing that you might not like is, yeah, see how I accidentally shaded that in? I didn't mean to, but that's okay, because I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing here. And I think it's because this table is not set up right, the lighting is not right. Should I leave? Well, I might as well shade this in black, this. So I think I'm gonna shade that part in black. It looks kind of like a schoolgirl dress. Okay, so let's shade that in black. Right, and then just make the buttons black. And then right here, just make these black. Although it didn't, that's why I needed my thin black marker. I don't know what happened to it. So yeah, so that's what I did for that one. So let's see what that's looking like. And this is what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. And once I cut it out, I believe it would look so much better. And I put plastic on it. Now she has a pair of jeans, right? So we all know jeans is blue, light blue or dark blue. Jeans do come in different colors, what I'm talking about, but I like a pair of blue jeans for her. So let's see what color I can go for. Okay, we got a pastel blue right here. Right, that's a pastel blue. And let me mark it on the paper. I like the color, so let's just shade these jeans in blue. I'm gonna color it in blue. Now, I think with a color pencil or with color pencils, sometimes you can get a better effect. What I like about markers is it gives more pigmentation, right? I just want to show you an outfit that I created for her. I know it's not perfect, but I'm just showing you how you can do your own, even if you can't draw that well. And I cannot draw that well. I draw okay, right? Where you can see it and understand what it is, right? So this is like some blue pants. Well, this is like an aqua, right? Oops. Just trying to give it a little more color, shade it in a little bit more. And You see the stitching, right? So that's good. So that's not light blue. That's like, it almost looked aqua, but it said pastel blue. So I'll put that back. And let's just give the top, oops, my gosh. Give the top of the pants a color, right? Let's see. I'll just go with another color blue. I'll go with a royal blue, right? I hate that this thing don't focus. Royal blue. I basically think it's just the lighting. It's not the best lights. Okay, so let's shade that in. Let's shade it in. Just color it all in like that. Now, if I had my black thin marker, I can trace through certain things, but for some reason, I don't see it. It's like, that's so weird. I thought I put it in this cup. It's a very nice one. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna have to get those again. So that's the pants that I shaded in. So let's color in. I just wanted to give her a black bodysuit, so let me get black and let's make that bodysuit black, right? I know I have black. Here's black right here. Okay. And let's shade that in. All right. I know the video is going over time, but it takes time to do this stuff. So I just trace around it. Like that. I know my hand is in the way. And then I just trace it. Someone told me to get a drawing table. I do think a drawing table is nice because it's slanted and you have a better way of showing your work, whatever you're trying to show, your drawings, whatever. Okay, so let's shade that in. Well, I'm just tracing it right now. And I got these markers off of Amazon, and I think it came to like $23. I think they were $21.99. So now let's just shade this bodysuit in. Just shade it in. And I said I'll make it in black. And I'm marking up my whole table. That's why, you know what? I need to have a mat. I have one, but it's kind of small. So I need to get a much bigger one so I can do my artwork without ruining the table. Although this just contact paper on this table, I can always recover it, you know. So let's just shade this in. And I do think, like, I probably would go with making even smaller paper dolls, because the smaller the dolls are, the better. To me, in a sense, because if you're drawing and you're using markers and color pencils, that stuff is going to run out so fast. It's going to run out very fast. So I do like the smaller ones when they probably like no more than maybe 4 inches tall, something like that. Because I used to make them before and they weren't this tall like the ones I have now. They were smaller, and I do prefer the smaller ones. I got a lot more stuff done. And then once I cut this out, right? Once I cut it out and cover it with tape and put it on the doll, you'll see. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Let me see if I zoom out. Would you be able to see what I'm doing? But it's like my hand is in the way, right? Let me come back, guys. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm gonna try to finish shading this in. Shading it in. And I guess what I have to do, I gotta invest in more. I invested in so many lights till I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what lights to invest into anymore. So I'm shading it in. And I know this stuff, it's not the best, but it's just showing you how you can play up with your own paper dolls. Okay? So it's fully shaded in. I can go over certain spots that have white spots and I can darken it up in certain areas, and I'm gonna cut it out correctly. I may be coloring out of the lines. That's okay if I am, because when I cut it, I'm gonna cut it correctly and it'll be neat. Okay, so I think that's good. So that's like a black bodysuit or cat suit, however you want to call it. And then there's a sweater. So I think I like to give her like a lavender sweater. I think lavender is pretty. Let me see if I can find the right color. I'm looking at my color markers. Let's see. That's cute. That's like a, this color is called, oh, it's called dark blue light. What? I don't know if you can see that. Oh boy. You can't even see it. That one is kind of nice. Let me see. I'm looking for a lighter color. These markers are weird. The color come weird with it. Let me see. Nope, that's still a little too dark. I'm looking for a color, guy. I know you're like, you should be more prepared. Yep, I should be. I agree with you. I didn't know it would be so awkward just to color on camera, you know? Let's see, I'm trying to find a color. So I guess I'll go with this one. This one is pretty. I'll go with this one. So now, as you can see, it's the sweater up there. And I'm just gonna color it in. But my hands may be blocking, so I'm sorry if it is. Trace it. I wanted it to be a lighter color, but when I bought these markers, I bought the one that was for 80 colors. I should have bought it for 120 colors. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm messing up. Because it's hard to do things on camera. I tell you, it really is. And you might feel like, why they always say that? Because it's the truth. It's really hard to do things on camera. So I really prefer, I know if I did this over, it will come out way better. Because it's hard to try to color while you're filming. Okay? So I guess I'll just leave you. I'll just go with it this color. It's not like I can shade it in lighter. If I had a color pencil, I can. So my daughter have these nice Prismacolor pencils, and I am going to get one of those and see if she have a lavender. I don't know. Let's see. She do have these colors. I'm not sure. Oh. I'm sorry guys, I know I'm not on film. Let me see. What color would this be? That's kind of a lighter color. And it's a violet. And then I have this color. I don't know what color that is. Cloud blue. Let's see. Oh, I like that. I like that cloud blue. So I'm going to shade it in with the cloud blue. And this is a color pencil. And I'm just going to shade it in, shade it in. But here's the thing. I'm drawing onto a typing paper, right? Now, when you want to draw and you want your drawing to come out really good, you want to use, it's a type of paper that you can use. I think it's called Strathmore or Strathmore, something like that. And that is really good paper to draw on. Your colors and everything shows up very nicely on it because of the type of paper that it is. This is like regular printing, typing paper that I am coloring and drawing on. And I mean, I'm not saying it's not good. It's good to use, but if you want higher quality, yeah, you want to get the Strathmore paper. Okay, and you can go to an art store like Blick and you'll find those type of things, or you can go to Michael's. Okay, so I colored it in, so that's it. That's the color it came out. Trying to see if you guys can see it, because I can't see it because it's so dim in here. And I'm gonna cut them out, and then this dress right here, I'm just going to leave it the color it is. I like that it's red and white, and that's that, and I'll come back. Okay guys, so I did find the pen that I use, and this is it. Okay, the Micron, and it's a 04, and it's very thin and it's black, and I just want to trace around the edges of this dress, right, like this. Like that, trace it, just to, oops, to make it look a little neater. Right, that's what I'm doing. Oops. Trying to just shade it in a little bit. Tell you, my eyesight is bad. It's really bad. Okay. Shade it in. Like that. Just to darken it up. Just makes it look a little nicer. Okay? And that's it. And I'm going to cut these out. Right, so you see all of them. I just colored all of them in, and I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to put the Scotch tape on it, like I told you, to laminate your doll clothes. Okay, paper doll clothes for your paper dolls. Okay, I'll be back. So now, as you guys can see, I laminated each piece. Okay, it's in plastic, so you can see it now, right? So now what I'm going to do is cut them out. And when you laminate them with your clear plastic tape, cover both sides. I did the front and I did the back. Okay, you can see the clear plastic. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut them out, and next you're just going to see me put them on to this paper doll right here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so I just went ahead on and I cut out the paper doll clothes, and I covered them in tape. So now, as you can see, if you look closely, I'll bring it a little closer. I am putting the double-sided tape onto the paper doll clothes, which is this. And you can buy this anywhere, at any craft store. If they even have them at a discount store, it's just double-sided tape. Mine's is called T-Rex Super Glue Tape. You can see that. And I got this from Walmart, okay? So you can get them from anywhere. So that's what I'm doing, so that I'll be able to put the doll clothes onto her. Here she goes. Let's see if I could move this out the way. And I made her a quick little wig. I don't really know how to make the wigs all that well yet, so I have to practice, but you can take this off. You can take it off and then you just put it back on, right? And I also use double-sided tape, how I did that, okay? And she has one of the dresses on that I made for her, okay? So I will come back and I will show you in all of her outfits. So actually, yeah, I think that should be enough. And what you do when you tape it down, you have to pull this off, right? And you're gonna see the clear tape as you pull it off. You know, just play with it, you'll get it, right? And now you see it. You see the tape? So you're going to pull all of those off. Right? Push that back, pull it off. And then I'll do it for the legs. Pull it off. And it's sticky, it's double-sided. So that's cool. Or you can use regular Scotch tape. Oh, I pulled it off by mistake with my finger. I'm going to put it back. Oops, let's see if you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna just put it back. And I know sometimes that's the crazy part about it. So let's just take her off of this dress right here. So you just pull it back off, because remember it's double-sided tape. And just pull it off, right? Pull it off. And probably to some people they might be like, there's too much stuff to do. You know. And then let's just put her on her cat suit, as it's called, a cat suit. So let's just put it on. First, let me see what I'm doing. Oh, I hate these lights. Someone tell me what are good lights to use when you are filming. Okay, let's put this on her. And there we go. It's on. Push it down. And there we go. She's got on her bodysuit. Okay. And here she goes. This is her. Let me see if I turn this light all the way the other way. What would it do? And here she goes. All right. That's her little bodysuit. And then she has like what, 2 more outfits, right? So I'm going to remove this off. And if you don't have, oops, double-sided tape, right, you can use regular Scotch tape. Now sometimes when you're pulling it off, it stays stuck on them. That's the part that might drive you crazy. And I say always keep a lot of this tape because you're gonna need it. So I'll put that back. You can use this instead. I'm gonna move that. You can use, let's just say I want to dress her in this dress next, right? You can use regular Scotch tape, right? Like this. Take a piece off. Because remember, she's plastic, right? Everything is plastic, so you can remove plastic off of plastic very easily. That's why I say laminated, so whatever doll clothes you make, you don't have problems with everything ripping and tearing. So use a piece of Scotch tape like this, right? And I'll fold it over like that. Just fold it, and I'll put it onto her dress. Let's just do like that, right? I stuck it on there. Now this is plastic, so I can easily remove this clear plastic tape off of this dress. Why? Because I covered the dress in tape. So now let's just put the dress on her, right? Let me, oops, sorry. You can see what I'm doing. You're just gonna put it. You can do that too if you don't have double-sided tape. You can just use regular clear tape. And look, it's on her. And here's her dress. And it's on. And I didn't have to, you don't have to necessarily use double-sided tape. You can use just regular clear plastic tape because it's going to remove, and I can take it off for her. Her wig fell off. And I can just easily remove this off of her with no problem. As you can see, no problem. Look at that. You see? Nothing ripped, nothing tore, and look, the tape is still on her dress. You can just use this too. Maybe it's a little easier with the regular Scotch tape than the double-sided tape, because the double-sided tape somehow just keep sticking onto my fingers, or it'll stay stuck onto the plastic of the doll. So yeah, whichever you feel comfortable with. So I think I like the regular Scotch tape actually. So let's just put some Scotch tape onto her pants that I made, right? So let's just take some of that. And then see, these videos be long because it's hard to try to show everything on camera, right? So let's tape it up, right? And put it, make sure it's the back of the pants. Let me see, where the pants at? Here we go. Put the tape onto the pants. See that? Okay, let me see if I turn this light back around. Would it help? It's the worst lighting I've ever had to deal with. Then let's do the other side of the other pants leg. Put the tape on. Oops. And these are just demonstrations. You get better with it in time. Like, I'm just not that good. Okay, so now the tape is on, right? And you're gonna take the pants and you're gonna put it onto the doll. If you can see what I'm doing. I can't even see what I'm doing to show you. Okay, let's see. I might need to move it up a little bit. Just a little bit, because it's gotta fit right. There we go. That's the pants and it's on. And if you want to put it on the bottom, excuse me, down here where her pants leg is, Jesus, I can't see what I'm doing. You can put tape down here too, but I just put it at the top because I'm just demonstrating. So yeah, this is, let me see if I can zoom back. This is what she looked like with the pants. And then now let's do her shirt, right? Her sweater rather. And let's just put some pieces of tape on it. You can use this too. Whichever you feel more comfortable with using, you can use, right? This is, I'm gonna put it on the arms, right? On the arms. And then I'm gonna put it onto the other arm, right? Like that. I'm gonna tape it down. And then you can, another piece for the middle, right? Just another little small piece, and just bend it over. And see, I noticed these videos be long. Now I see why sometimes they're long. And just put it in the middle, right there. Now it's on, and let's put it on the paper doll, okay? Here we go, however you want to put it. Let's see, like that. There we go. Okay, it's not fully on correct. Maybe I can move it up a little bit because I did kind of cut it wrong. And there she go. Put her hair back on. Let's put her hair back on. And there she goes in a full outfit. I didn't make no shoes, but this is what she looks like. If you can see her. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna end this video here because it is super long, but this is just my childhood nostalgia thing that I used to love to do as a child, and I found that I wanted to do them again. I started seeing so many people on YouTube making paper dolls. Okay, so I guess if I continue, I guess I'll get better at it because I'm very rusted. But I do love it. I am having a ball creating these paper dolls. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.